After the meeting of India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi, many important news updates are emerging. This meeting is not just about India and Russia, several critical issues between countries are involved. If a mediator is needed between nations, is India the right country for that role? Russia and Ukraine are at war. There are chances of improving the triangular relationship between Russia, the United States, and India. In this video, we will discuss an important military aircraft that recently landed in Moscow. Did any American officials arrive on this plane? What really happened? Let's discuss this. The aircraft in question is the U.S. Air Force Gulfstream C-37B, a high-profile military aircraft under the 89th Airlift Wing of the U.S. Air Force. This plane directly landed in Moscow, which has raised a lot of speculation. The flight radar map has revealed surprising details. Since the start of the Russia-Ukraine war, this is the first official U.S. military aircraft to enter Russian airspace. However, its time in Russia was very brief, only a few minutes. In such a short duration, no speeches or formal discussions could have taken place. This raises the possibility that Russian officials may have been picked up by the aircraft. The reason for this speculation is that Russian Air Force and Russian commercial airlines have been banned from flying in Europe. Former U.S. President Donald Trump has also made statements regarding upcoming dialogues between Russian and American officials. The aircraft's arrival and departure appear to be linked to this situation. Meanwhile, after this meeting, the Indian Prime Minister and the U.S. President also had discussions. Following their conversation, both India and the U.S. issued statements. The Indian Prime Minister said, "What does this mean? Why has the Indian government taken this stance?" The explanation is clear: India is not neutral because India stands for peace. Since the Russia-Ukraine war is ongoing, its impact is not limited to just those two countries, it is affecting the entire world, either directly or indirectly. If we analyze economic data before and after the war, we can see how oil prices and global markets have been affected. However, India managed to maintain a stable position. India's decision to buy oil from Russia was beneficial for the country. But when private companies and global powers intervene, the situation changes. When Prime Minister Modi spoke with President Putin, he emphasized that this is not a time to remain silent. Searching for peace in the past will not help, solutions must be found in the present. India, the US, and Russia are not just part of a triangle policy or triangle friendship, they are also key players in the world economy. Today, among the top 5 global economies, China and India are the biggest markets. While India is not a major exporter, it imports essential goods. The global economic structure is evolving, and no single nation can dominate it alone. India's daily trade amounts to billions of dollars, spanning industries from oil to pharmaceuticals. In such a scenario, India's defense requirements also play a crucial role. Even if the US offers India the F-35 fighter jet, it wouldn't necessarily be a massive gain for America. Trump has also indicated that India will increase its gas and oil imports in the coming days. The availability of these resources will help boost India's economy and, in turn, strengthen its defense capabilities. If India signs a major defense deal, it is likely to be with Russia. However, this raises concerns about America's growing influence in the energy market. India is one of the world's largest oil consumers, and energy plays a crucial role in both its economy and national security. At the same time, the war between Russia and Ukraine should not be prolonged. The conflict needs a resolution, whether through European mediation or direct negotiations between the warring nations. If the situation escalates further, it will have severe consequences for the global economy. Russia may eventually halt the war, but Ukraine has yet to decide on territorial negotiations. If the war does not end soon, America might directly influence military decisions, either through aid or strategic interventions. However, one thing is clear: the US will not deploy troops to Ukraine as part of any security guarantee. Political statements keep changing, but at the end of the day, Ukraine is heading toward failure. The key question now is, what kind of territorial concessions will Ukraine offer Russia? Even after 3 years of conflict, can we call this a victory for Russia? That remains uncertain. However, Ukraine's economy has suffered greatly, and Russia now controls 70% of Ukraine's mineral-rich areas.